Is back coming back at you for one last part for the Supernatural season 6 review. So I'm gonna go through episodes if I can fit it in there, episodes 12 through 22, and let you know my thoughts on this season. Episode 12, I believe, was where they had to fight dragons or something. And they meet Bobby's ex or whatever in this one. Crap, I already forgot her name, but yeah, she's like a there's well, it was a good episode, I think. And Sam's like coming back from, well, without soulless Sam. It's Sam now has a soul, so it's continuing after where it left off, and Sam's just recovering, and Castiel's like, no, you shouldn't have done that. It's like he could be seriously damaged and all that, because he's not gonna run away from those walls. He's not that stupid enough. He's gonna break those walls. Just a matter of time. But yeah, this episode was decent, and at the end of it, it showed where one of the dragon guys or whatever got away. I think they killed one of them, but the other one got away. And let's see, they go to this place or whatever, and Bobby's like, they were after something, but they were taking a girl just to bring something here, and it's called the Mother of All, who is known as Eve, and she's pretty bad. It's not a good thing, so pretty much they're fucked. So episode 12 is getting a 4.5 out of 5. Episode 13, I think, is Unforgiven, which is where Sam goes back to this town he was at a while ago when he was hunting with Samuel, but when he was soulless. So, yeah. He did a lot of unforgiving things, and pretty much one of the police officers or something remembers him and's like, oh, you're the one that bashed my brains in or something, or beat the crap out of me or whatever. And yeah, and Sam, as he is now, is like, I am really sorry and all that. And he's like, tell it to the judge and all that. And the chick or whatever remembers him and is like, do you know what happened to Roy? And he actually is this monster or whatever that's been watching Sam since he got into town, and it's like, oh, you did this to me and all that, which he did. He killed him. He's the one that shot him. And Sam's just trying to figure out what happened here and all that, and what he did here, and how he can fix it. And no, he can't fix it, unfortunately, because he killed her husband. So it kind of breaks a wall in his head or whatever, where he kind of remembers hell, and then he's like in some kind of state where he's just not moving. So episode 13 is getting the 4.5 out of 5. Episode 14, Mannequin 3 or something. This one was weird. This was about this ghost or whatever who was possessing these mannequins and killing off people that killed her or whatever. So she's getting revenge on these people that killed her. And so, yeah. And the sister has to get involved. And the sister sadly dies or whatever. And it's just a mannequin episode or whatever. I think this one was okay. And Sam did come back from his state or whatever he was in. And yeah, episode 14 is getting a 4.5 out of 5. Episode 15, The French Mistake. This one was not bad. This one was them playing themselves, which was kind of amusing. And I think this episode is getting a 5 out of 5. Oh, crap. I'm sorry if I'm yawning so much. But yeah, episode 15, they're like, Balthazar or whatever sends them to this reality that they have to live in as actors. And they're like, this shit's not real? And then they think Castiel's really Castiel, but no, he's not. He's Misha Collins. So, yeah. They're known by their acting names in this, and then for some reason, Misha actually gets killed, and Dean freaks out when he's like, you married Ruby. And Genevieve, I think her name is. But yeah, this episode was pretty entertaining, and they do, however, go back to their reality, and they run into, what is it? Raphael. Oh, damn it. And yeah, Raphael kind of runs away because Castiel's like, oh, do you want to die here today? He's like, nope. He's like, maybe next time. So episode 15 is getting a 5 out of 5. Episode 16, And Then There Were None. This is where they meet the mother of all monsters. She strikes again, but in a town, at a bar at first, and then, no, it wasn't a bar. It was a gas station. And killed this tow truck guy, put something in his ear, and then made him kill his own wife. And then Sam and Dean have to investigate what's going on, and Rufus, Bobby, Gwen, and Samuel, they actually run into Gwen and Samuel at this place or whatever. Construction place or something, I think. I don't know. But other than that, they slowly get killed off. This episode was good and tragic at the same time. And when I mean by tragic, I mean Rufus gets killed, unfortunately. First, Gwen gets killed by, I think, Dean. Gets shot or whatever. And then it's Samuel after that, because this bug goes in his ear or whatever, and then comes out from the other end. It's something that Eve cooked up, and yeah, this thing or whatever possessed Bobby and killed Rufus, unfortunately. That was kind of sad. And then they had to get this thing out of Bobby, and they're like, the thing's like, Eve cooked me up, and she has a message for you. You're all gonna die. And yeah. Then they get it out of Bobby, and then that's the end. They have to bury Rufus and all that. So I think episode 16 is getting a 5 out of 5. Episode 17, My Heart Will Go On. This was about the Titanic not getting sunk, so Balthazar changed it and brought back all the people who should have died, which was, you don't mess with the past. You don't go back in time and change something, because there's going to be a ripple effect in the future. So, yeah, there's gonna be people who don't deserve to die actually do die. And yeah, few people die, and fate is the one that's doing this and writing their names down. And then they have to resink the Titanic after that. And Ellen has to get killed again. And so does Joe. And yeah, Balthazar had to do that. So this episode's getting a 4.5 out of 5. Episode 18, I believe, is... Crap, what was 18? Frontierland. This is where they go into the West or whatever, back in time to 18 something, where they meet Samuel Colt just to get the Colt and the Phoenix Ashes. That way they can destroy the mother of all. And they actually do succeed. At first they don't, because they have to kill the Phoenix or whatever with the Colt, and then grab the ashes, and then they miss, unfortunately. And then Sam gets a package from this UPS thing saying, "Oh, this has been in here for a long time, and it's told me to come to this date, bring it here to this date." And yeah, they got the ashes. So now they're gonna go fight the mother of all. And episode 18 is getting a 5 out of 5. Episode 19, Mommy Dearest, I think it's called. This one was where they go to this town and Eve's there and infecting people with this new thing she's trying to infect people with, like, viruses or something to make them into monsters or whatever, or vampires. I don't fucking know. But Eve is just sledding around town and just fucking with people. And then Sam and Dean confront her, and yeah, they have to find a way to kill her. And they're pretty much trapped with all the demons, or Jefferson starships is what Dean calls them. So let's go for Jefferson starships. And yeah, this episode they do kill Eve. They put the Phoenix Ashes in. I think she kisses Dean or whatever or something, and then she gets the Phoenix Ashes inside her and just burns to a crisp and melts and gets killed. So bye Eve. And then Cass is the one that is making deals with Crowley or whatever, so we're gonna find out what happens here in the next episode. So yeah, I'm giving episode 19 a 5 out of 5. Episode 20, The Man Who Would Be King. This is where Cass explains his story about how he made the deal with Crowley after they stopped the devil and put him back in the cage, and they're like, "Oh, I can get you." Crowley's like, "I can give you souls just to fight Raphael," and Cass has to bow to Raphael and declare him as God, or he gets banished from heaven or killed or something. And he doesn't do that, and Sam and Dean find out what he's really doing, and they're not happy. And they're like, "No, you don't do this." And Castiel thinks he's doing the right thing by sucking up all those souls from purgatory just to be God. And no. So this episode's getting a 4.5 out of 5. I will be back in the last part just to do the last 2 episodes. So stay tuned for the next part, and I'll see you in the next video.